Dun, 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 dun. I'm back after 3 weeks. What's up, people of NFHS? Trey here, drawing the line. I'd like to introduce you to one of the teachers at my school, Miss Reeser. My old English teacher. Now I have Miss Ellen, but she was my English teacher last year. When it comes to school plays, Miss Reeser is Steven fucking Spielberg. She can create some of the best developed plays and sometimes some of the funniest that I've seen in a long time. Honestly, I've seen more plays in the years I've been at this school than I probably have in all my life. I go to North Fork High School, which is what NFHS stands for. If you've ever heard "Welcome to NFHS" and "People of NFHS," there the question is answered. And I'd like to say that she can create some of the best forms of entertainment for all the students. Her plays are immaculate. And seeing how there is a new play coming up in probably just 1 week, also from her, I'd like to review some of the plays that have been put on at my school by good Miss Reeser, because this time the next play is most likely not going to be by her. This time it's probably going to be by Miss Carey, the drama teacher. But as for now, let me just talk about the plays. There have been 4 plays that I've seen at my school in the past 2 years. There have been Alice at Wonderland, Dinner by 8, Dead by 9, and then there was one, and Knights of the Rad Table. Rad Table. There have been quite the interesting collection of plays for one to see. And let's start off with the first one. Alice at Wonderland. Not Alice in Wonderland. Alice at, as in this drawing. You know, that one key, at. Alice at Wonderland. It's a modern retelling of Alice in Wonderland. Except the only thing modern about it is that the main character Alice has a phone this time. That's it. The Alice at Wonderland. So why don't you just call it Alice in Wonderland? Alice at Wonderland. Giving her a phone doesn't add anything else to the story, to the original plot. It does nothing. It could just be Alice in Wonderland, and you could do what you wanted with it, but not modern stuff if it doesn't do anything to help the story at all. It's sort of pointless, and I've never seen Alice in Wonderland before, so I was actually pretty pissed off to see how this play ended. Even though I guess that's how it always goes down, and it follows the exact same story as Alice in Wonderland. And the thing is, the actors in there, it's pretty clear that the children, the teenagers who acted in this could not give a fuck about it. Because it seems like even they're done with it. Apparently the school hyped it up so much, like it was going to be an hour long, and there was going to be a break in the middle of it, where people got up to go to the restroom and get some food that was laid out on tables. But I honestly was quite underwhelmed with it. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. Actually, why am I rating these? I just say that I didn't really like it that much. The next one, Dinner by 8, Dead by 9, was not too much better. It's quite hard to follow the story because there is a ton of characters, and one of the characters, it's a regular murder mystery where somebody dies, and they have to figure out who it was, and it's very confusing to see the plot unfold. And by the end, guess who killed her? She did! The victim of the murder accidentally killed herself. Or was it on purpose? And then it's just a disappointing ending, and it doesn't seem like a good time waster. And the one afterwards, and then there was one. That's literally what it's called. And then there was one. It's sort of like a Dinner by 8, Dead by 9. I mean, it takes place on this house on an island, and I think it actually did get a little better because this one is also very hard to follow. But it's actually quite funny. They throw in some good antics, some good gags, and they actually make it entertaining and grabbing. And they do it, and This sort of story involves a murder mystery on a house on an island. There's a bunch of characters and it goes over a couple of days. More and more people die. And you just can... And it's just so hard to decide who the heck the killer is. Because then it's this guy, no, it's that guy, no, it's that guy, oh my god, it's this guy, it's the fucking floor, it's the dog, it's the air. And then at the end, everyone has guns pointing at each other. And then at the end, everybody just dies, and the real killer laughs. These plays have had rather disappointing endings so far, but hey, 1 second. 1 second, please. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but I had to put on this music. There was a moment in the play where one of the actors, I can't remember her name, put this song on which in the story amounts to the characters putting their focus away from the murder and having a good time, which is what they came to the house for. Then having it interrupted by another murder. And this was the song she played. I'm serious. I have to say that was brilliant. That whoever did that was quite brilliant, if I say so myself. She actually took the liberty of rickrolling us like that, and it's some pretty funny stuff. I can tell this play got much better than the other ones. And then we finally... Hey, by the way, just so you know, the reason I just left you there for a few seconds was because I had to get my phone to turn that song on, and 2 fucking ads played. You know, in my next video, maybe the video after that, I'm probably going to rant on for about 30 or 50 minutes about advertisements. Even though that's not probably going to happen because my mom will be home and I'll be cursing a lot. And then we finally get to the 4th one, Knights of the Rad Table. Not round table, not rectangular table, not square table, not cafeteria table, not kitchen table, not this table. Knights of the Rad Table. And this is the one that got much better out of all of them. It follows a retelling of the old story of the Knights of the Round Table and how Arthur pulled the sword out of the stone. It shows Merlin waking up in the backyard in someone's backyard after 1,000 years sleep. Oh, and by the way, I did the math of where they said it was. They said that the setting where Merlin takes place here in Hotchkiss, and they say it's a block down from the park. And it's next to a tree. And I've mapped this city throughout my head, so I can only know that the place they're talking about is my backyard. Because it's the only place that's a block, because it's right on the edge of the block down from the park, and it has a tree. So that's very odd, but Merlin wakes up, and he takes the 2 kids that are sitting in the backyard. Get the hell off my backyard, you 2 kids. Get off my property. Artie and someone else, I forgot her name, and he takes them back to the time of the Knights of the Round Table. And the 2 kids are stereotypes. One of them is a girl stereotype, which is hard to explain, and the second one is a metalhead. And Artie is short for Arthur, so he's the one who ends up pulling the sword out of the stone. And then the rest of the story focuses on the Knights of the Round Table trying to catch King Artie after he gets kidnapped. And this play is very good because it's actually very creative and it is hilarious. I'm serious. This is the first play I've seen in a long time where the actors are actually starting to have to be interested in this play and starting to have fun with it, and that makes it really funny. There's a bunch of gags and a bunch of jokes that completely work and make me laugh out loud. And there's this one scene where the knights are in a table face to face with a dragon, and one of the knights is prepared to fight the dragon, And then the guy in the jacket suit suplexes him over a tea table and then takes out the others in very interesting and creative ways, in a cartoonish way. That is some funny shit. And it just adds to how innocent this play is. I mean, this play is completely out of its mind with its premise on retelling the story of the Knights of the Round Table, but it means well. It means well. It's not purposefully trying to spit in the face of the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur and what they actually went through. It's not trying to rewrite the history books. It's just trying to put on a play of a very interesting and silly concept and give you something to laugh at and have a good time with. It's my favorite so far, and it was the last one. Remember when I said that there was going to be a new school play in 1 week? Apparently, I looked it up, and it's going to be based on a story called Emma, which I'm pretty sure is rather popular. And I have to say, I'm quite scared of it, because not only is it probably not going to be directed by Miss Reeser, but the full name of it is Emma, a pop musical. A pop musical. I dreaded the day that I hear the words pop musical in the title of something. Because I'm going to be straightforward with you. I hate pop. I hate all the stupid fucking shitty people who just shit on the face of Michael Jackson, who started it all by making it with their own words that is completely incorrect and giving you all the wrong ideas and have no good lyrics and they just make it very stupid and stereotypical, acting like it's just for little children when it's not. And I hate it. So I'm pretty scared of how this pop musical is going to turn out, considering the fact it's taken from an old story that I'm pretty sure my mother loves. But hey, I'm not in drama class, so I can't tell Miss Carey what to do. So I'm just gonna have to see how it turns out. And when the day comes, I might be shitting my pants with fear, or I might actually enjoy it. But for now, I'll be trying to look for the footage of a Knights of the Rad Table if anyone recorded it, because I can't find the footage anywhere. Does anyone have the footage of that play? Anyone at my school? Knights of the Rad Table? No? Well, fuck. I guess all hope is lost. Let's just wait for Emma, okay? Oh, and by the way, I promise you that tomorrow I will release another song, okay? And I'm probably going to take it, and I'm probably going to do it in the way that somebody commented on my music video for Wheels, saying that I should work on how I sing my songs, and I should do some more slow ones, and I should put them in a more confined space for better audio. So that's probably what I'm going to do.